on TMZ.
Ooh, it's happening. Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt, not only talking, touching.
The world is going insane because of this moment. They touched hands. It looks like her finger is under his jacket. Right up the lapel.
Doesn't mean anything.
No, this is second base at formal events.
Rihanna with A$AP Rocky. We did the story last week that her and Hassan Jamil broke up.
Do we know why they broke up? He was tired of waiting on the album.
When is the last time she released one?
It's been 4 years.
So Taylor Swift and Rihanna drop an album the same week. Who's number one?
It's gonna be Rihanna, right? It's 4 years, it's a long time. Taylor Swift every other year, whatever.
More trouble for DaBaby. We got video. He followed this guy into a hotel in Beverly Hills. He slams the guy against the wall. This happened after the guy was trying to film video of him. At least that's what DaBaby says. And he said that he actually had his daughter with him at the time. He was like a 2-year-old kid.
When DaBaby was in the lobby, who was watching DaBaby outside?
DaMama, I think.
DaBaby Mama?
Yeah, DaBaby Mama.
Emily Ratajkowski, she's a model, walking her dog who strikes a pose of his own.
I can't see what he's doing.
Oh, he looks so cute.
Is it a pose?
Oh, yeah.
Or is he just walking? Oh, it is kind of a pose.
Okay, yo.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Charles. Uh-oh, I don't really know who to listen to.
Derek.
You're so nervous.
You gotta work with me. You don't even talk to him.
Time for a TMZ pop quiz. What do Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt have in common with death and taxes? They are inevitable! Oh my God, are they back together?
The world is going insane because of this moment.
Brad and Jen's run-in at the SAG Awards.
They walked by each other on the red carpet and look at this. They touched hands. She touched a lapel.
Okay, now let's not read too much into it.
They are together. They're 100% together.
It looks like her finger is under his jacket.
Banging.
You guys are ridiculous.
There's another photo where she's grabbing both of his arms.
Oh my God, it's happening!
This is second base at formal events.
But there's another photo where she's walking away and he's still pulling her hand back, and it's everything.
Love is a sacred promise fulfilled. And even better, they both won awards that night.
I gotta add this to my Tinder profile.
Classic.
He also said, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was really a stretch for him.
The guy who gets high, takes his shirt off, and doesn't get on with his wife.
And the camera just goes to Jennifer Aniston.
And then when Jen won,
He's backstage and he's watching her acceptance speech, like paying close attention. And guess what?
She would not go back to him after what he did to her.
reminder, Brad and Jen
Touched on the carpet.
He touched on the carpet?
Yeah.
There has been no carpet there for years, man. It's been hardwood floors for years.
We ruin everything.
We really do.
TMZ. We ruin everything, so you don't have to. Love!
Amber, your speech was awesome. That was great.
Thank you. Amber Heard was at the Women's March in Los Angeles, and a lot happened. So she gave a really impassioned speech at the Women's March, which sounded a lot like she was talking about her relationship with Johnny Depp. And then she was taking a picture with a fan after the march. He started speaking sign language to her, and she started speaking sign language to him back. It was awesome. So she's fluent in sign language. I never knew this.
Well, what'd she say?
I'm not fluent in sign language, so I couldn't talk to you. It was...
Did the guy understand, or was he like, this is nonsense?
Oh, Amber, that's awesome.
The UK is my home and a place that I love. That will never change.
That's Prince Harry paying tribute to the land of his birth right before he says, "Sayonara, suckers!" We're paraphrasing just a smidge.
He spoke at an event on the Megxit issue.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. There really was no other option.
Yes, and the move to the Great White North comes with penalties, because Harry and Meghan can no longer be addressed as her.
The Queen has said that they will no longer use their royal titles of HRH, so His and Her Royal Highness.
The Queen basically put her foot down and said, You're not going to be half in and half out.
Please don't do the Queen accent again.
Well, the point is, when it comes to being a royal, Harry is donezo. But his speech wasn't a total bummer, because he also talked about his son.
Who saw snow for the first time the other day and thought it was bloody brilliant?
He said Archie just saw snow for like the first time when he was over in Canada.
Well, because he's 6 months old.
They made it sound like he had been kept in a high castle. The Tower of London with a blindfold on. He's 6 months old.
Well, there could also be a scientific reason for Archie not seeing snow earlier.
How fast can babies see? From the beginning!
True, but we're pretty sure they don't get bones until they're like 3. Harry, abdicate us out of here!
Thank you for giving me the courage to take this next step.
The U.S. Space Force gave a little look at what their uniform looks like on Twitter, and people are not happy. So this is what it looks like. It says Space Force on the front, and it has a patch on the arm that says Space Command.
It's camo. What are they blending into? That's not camo. It should be all black with little white dots on it.
That's why people are mad, because they say you're going to be spotted in space if you're wearing this.
But what should they look like?
You make it black with white spots.
To look like stars?
That's why it's called it's camouflage. It's to blend into your background. There are no forests in space.
I know, but...
Blink! Aw, man, you just missed the McGregor-Cerrone fight.
Conor McGregor beat the brakes off of Cowboy Cerrone.
Out of the gate, he kicks him, punches him, pummels him, and it was all over. Then Conor comes over and is like, hey man, sorry about using my shoulder to bust your nose open. You're beautiful. And Jeremy Renner's like, okay, cool, I still got the whole evening. Point is, Conor took some time off from beating up buses, phones, and barflies to prove
Conor McGregor is back.
He really is back.
With this one fight, he's back.
The way he won was very impressive.
Afterwards, Encore Beach Club, Conor turning up, dancing, just like a big night. Cowboy Cerrone had an after party.
Wait, where was his party at?
Infirmary, hotel bar, good cry in the shower. It was dope. But hang on, because it's time for Fight Night with Dana White.
What the are you doing here?
Just an episode of Fight Night with Dana White. How about McGregor, huh?
He went out and delivered, and he looked incredible. It was a massive night.
He has a lot of options. Who does Conor want next? If you have anyone, who does Conor want?
Conor wants to beat.
Who annihilated Conor in 2018.
Everybody loves a second chance.
A second chance to get beat up again?
Thanks, Dana. This story about the fight was longer than the fight.
Emily Ratajkowski, you know, she's beautiful, she's a model, she's in New York, walking her dog Columbo, who strikes a pose of his own.
Oh, I like that. Oh, is he pooping? I can't see.
No, he's not pooping. He's like striking a pose in the middle of the...
I can't see what he's doing.
He's like a model, like photogenic dog.
What's he doing?
He's striking a pose, I'm telling you.
I don't know what the pose is, man.
Look at that.
Oh, he looks so cute. Oh, yeah. He is striking a pose.
Oh, it is kind of a pose. You want to say something?
Hey, yo.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Charles. Uh-oh, I don't really know who to listen to.
Derek. You gotta work with me. You don't even talk to him. You don't even talk to him half the day.
Coming up.
Rihanna with A$AP Rocky. We did the story last week that her and Hassan Jamil broke up.
Someone tweeted at me and said I look like that guy.
Look like who?
Like her ex.
What?
Derek, no offense. He's good looking.
He's good looking in a way like that.
Plus,
so the game was out. He actually helped a bunch of kids who were selling candy. He gave them like a bunch of money each.
Hey, I don't want no candy, I want nothing.
So he just gave money.
Harvey, do you remember 3 years ago when I first started here, I wrote a story about the game and kids selling candy, and then you brought me up and gave me my first like writing lesson.
Oh, you just called it a writing lesson.
Coming up.
This is a gym. You can shut it down if you want a private workout. Justin's dancing. Taylor's waiting. She booked an appointment. What to do?
Be right back.
Rihanna just broke up with her longtime boyfriend, Hassan Jamil. But it seems she may be wanting to get into another relationship ASAP. with ASAP!
Rihanna, you know, we did the story last week that her and Hassan Jamil, which was her boyfriend of 3 years, broke up. So she was with her friend ASAP Rocky at the 2020 Yams Day benefit concert in Brooklyn.
A concert in the name of deceased music producer ASAP Yams, not the mysterious vegetable. But yes, there's Riri and Rock backstage, and we've seen them together quite a bit lately.
They've been friends for a really long time. I don't think there's anything romantic there.
They're a cute couple.
Someone tweeted at me and said I look like that.
Oh yeah, we totally see it. Unless you mean her ex Hassan, in which case, how do we put this?
Derek, no offense. He's good looking.
Exactly. So, is it good for Rihanna to jump right back into a relationship? Not according to Love and Hip Hop star K. Michelle, who thinks Rihanna should play the field for a bit.
Men are everywhere. You can get them at the corner store, you can get them at the church, you can get the men from another woman.
Yes, home wrecking is all the rage these days. So maybe she should wait it out. Sort of like we've been waiting for 4 years for a new record from her.
Okay, so Taylor Swift and Rihanna drop an album the same week. Who's number one?
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Even I want to hear Rihanna's new album, and I don't really care about Rihanna.
Whoa!
It's 4 years, it's a long time. Taylor Swift every other year, whatever.
So good luck, you crazy kids. Happy possible banging.
Interesting run-in between Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift. Justin Bieber was at the Dog Pound, like super popular gym in WeHo. Bieber and his crew were approached, told that he had to get out because somebody already had the gym reserved and had an appointment. He's like, well, I just want to finish up my workout. And they're like, no, you gotta go.
This is a gym where you can shut it down if you want a private workout. She booked an appointment and she got there on time and all these people are in the gym and the bodyguard said, we gotta clear the gym. Justin's dancing, Taylor's waiting, there are other people in there. What to do?
They should have just said you can come work out until 2 o'clock or whatever time it was, but then at 2, somebody rented out the whole gym, you have to leave.
If I were Justin Bieber, would say, I'll leave the gym, and I would go to a real dog pound and dance.
Fine, I'll dance elsewhere. And leave the gym?
I said good day, sir.
I will roll up this yoga mat and I will dance elsewhere.
And now the game takes a bite out of crime. And it's delicious! Cause he's cleaning up the streets 1 chocolate bar at a time!
Hey, I don't got a here, I don't want no candy, I don't want nothing.
So the game was out. He actually helped a bunch of kids who were selling candy. He gave them like a bunch of money each, and this was to avoid them getting arrested because there were cops on hand.
We got kids out here selling candy. Okay. We got the boys in blue that got a big job.
Yes, in a city full of diabetics, police can never be too safe. Drop the Snickers and put your hands up!
Are you serious? The cops?
Because they were soliciting. They were selling candy.
Do you need a business license or something?
Yeah, technically you do, but come on.
Yeah. Sell drugs or sell candy, like what the hell?
Might be a few other options in there, but we see your point. Anyway, the game handled it!
No, he bought them out, basically.
And he let them keep the candy too.
Aww.
If you're gonna sell candy at night, it's a way to do it. Because we don't want you to get hit by the boys in blue. We want you to go home with an empty basket of candy.
What a guy! And this isn't Game's first encounter with the Candy Kids.
Remember 3 years ago when I first started here, I wrote a story about the game and kids selling candy, and I submitted it, and then you brought me up and gave me my first like writing lesson. And
a writing lesson, which means he thinks the tutelage sucked.
Remember 3 years ago when you were employed here?
Looks like you'll be joining the Candy Kids. Skittles sell best. Thanks, Game!
All right, we'll see you soon.
Hey, what's up, Blue? Hey, Skull, yo.
So we got Blueface leaving Bootsy Bellows, and we asked him about Tekashi 6ix9ine's bodyguards not protecting him anymore.
They smart. Them some smart bodyguards.
Well, like, why is it smart? Like, he still has some talent, right? Or you think he's completely done?
That's life or death.
So you think Tekashi?
It's over with. It's over with.
You'd never work with him at all?
Nope.
Tekashi's gonna be just fine. He's gonna come out, he's gonna make music, he's gonna be a multimillionaire.
Yeah, I just think that at a point, people move on with their beef.
Not with a snitch.
Imagine going up to the biggest bully in school, spitting on his face, and then going up to your friends being like, guys, protect me right now.
Is this a personal story?
Did you spit on a bully's face and no one was behind you?
I can tell Jacob was bullied.
still standing.
Go on, Jacob!
Soiled myself, but stand it up.
Right, go on, Jacob.
Coming up.
More trouble for DaBaby. He followed this guy. He slams the guy against the wall after the guy was trying to film video of him. At least that's what DaBaby says.
To walk in and push him is an assault.
He wanted the video deleted.
Well, you know what? I want to be 6'1", but that ain't gonna happen either.
Why don't you reach for something attainable? 5'6.5" and lift.
Cardi B covered herself head to toe and she did little photo shoot.
How do we know that's her?
You hear her talking.
You hear occur.
We love Hollywood. We just have a funny way of showing it.
Ever feel like you're bouncing off the walls? Maybe it's cause DaBaby just threw you against one! Cause that's new video of rapper DaBaby in Beverly Hills violently throwing a hotel employee into a wall last month. And why?
This guy was apparently trying to film DaBaby against his wishes.
It's so funny when you say DaBaby.
DaBaby or DaBaby?
Duh, it's duh.
Duh. Anyway, DaBaby posted his side on social media saying he politely asked the employee not to film him because he was holding his young daughter.
Wait a minute. Was he gonna film the and DaBaby?
DaBaby's baby.
No, da and the babies.
And speaking of getting irritated, when DaBaby realized that the guy filmed him anyway and was posting the video,
He followed him back inside and basically told him to delete it.
If he's in a public place, there's really nothing DaBaby has a right to do. And if he's upset that the guy's harassing him, when the guy walked back into the lobby, the harassment is over. So to walk back in and push him is an assault.
Eventually, DaBaby and his crew left and no cops were called. But one question remains.
Who was watching DaBaby when DaBaby was inside the lobby?
DaBaby mama?
Yeah, DaBaby mama.
So, see you later, DaBaby. And hey, hotel dude, have a seat.
PK, congrats on the engagement, man.
We got PK Steuben. He is an NHL player who plays for the New Jersey Devils. He just got engaged to Lindsey Vonn for Christmas, but she proposed.
Wait, she's the one who proposed?
No, he had already proposed to her.
Hold on. He had already proposed to her and they were engaged last year.
He's wearing an engagement ring.
Isn't it freeing not to have jewelry?
He loves it.
I'm sure a lot of dudes would like, you know, their fiance to buy them. I'm not going to tell you how much the ring was, but it wasn't cheap.
What are the chances he really wants to wear an engagement ring?
I wore an engagement ring when I got engaged.
Oh, nice.
You did?
Where is it now?
I'm actually not wearing my wedding ring.
Everybody should jump on the bandwagon.
I love that. Thank you, man.
Coming up.
We got Kevin Hart leaving Bootsy Bellows, and we talked to him about the Oscars.
Who cares?
Oh, you're right, who cares? Aren't we already all over these awards?
Matt, you go to all the award shows.
I know, I have a really good time.
TMZ, online and on your phone 24/7.
When you board the TMZ Celebrity Tour at our lovely tour center in the heart of Hollywood, you never know who you might see. Like Ben Affleck, Kim Kardashian, Dave Chappelle, Justin Bieber, Lady Gaga, Celine Dion, Mark Wahlberg, Jamie Foxx, The Rock, Kevin Hart, Samuel L. Jackson, and Mariah Carey. So book your tickets at TMZTour.com and let the journey begin. Well, it'll actually begin when your tour starts, but close enough. TMZ Celebrity Tour.
The Oscars haven't had a host since you said you didn't want to do it.
We got Kevin Hart leaving Bootsy Bellows, and we talked to him about the Oscars.
What's that feel like, man?
I'm a fan of the Oscars, always have been, man.
I know, but like ever since you.
It's no feeling, it's not a problem, it's a good thing.
Hey, Kev, you're the...
Who cares?
Oh, you're right, who cares? Aren't we already all over these awards?
Matt, you go to all the award shows.
I know, I have a really good time.
Matt had the greatest weekend of his life.
I had a great weekend.
Did you see his pictures? Sam Mendes, Robert De Niro.
Me and Robert De Niro almost got me kicked out, but I got it.
Dark! Matt has a hobby of like taking these pictures and then he makes a calendar every year. What month is Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro will be the cover of next year.
Wow.
For sure. What's great about my calendar is I make it not for myself, but for my family, but my grandmother.
Oh my God, this is your gift to your family? It's even worse than we thought, Jason. Jesus. You guys are... But seriously, I want one.
miss out on the show. Go to tmz.com/TMZTV and type in your zip code for listings.